Once upon a time, in the shimmering waters of ocean blue, there lived a small fish named Bubbles. Bubbles was a tiny, orange fish with a big heart. He loved to explore the colorful coral reef, but he was often teased by the bigger fish for being so small. One day, while swimming near the edge of the reef, Bubbles heard a cry for help. He followed the sound and found a young sea turtle named Tilly, trapped in a tangle of seaweed. Tilly was struggling to free herself, but the more she tried, the tighter the seaweed wrapped around her. "Don't worry, Tilly, I'll help you," Bubbles exclaimed, even though he was a little scared. The seaweed looked thick and strong, and Bubbles wasn't sure if he could do it. But he knew he had to try. Bubbles swam closer and carefully nibbled at the seaweed, one strand at a time. His small size allowed him to get into the tight spaces where bigger fish couldn't reach. Slowly but surely, he freed Tilly from the seaweed's grasp. "Thank you, Bubbles," Tilly said, her eyes full of gratitude. "I thought I'd be stuck here forever." Bubbles felt proud of himself. He realized that being small wasn't a bad thing, it was his small size that allowed him to help Tilly. Just as Bubbles and Tilly were about to swim back to the reef, they heard a loud rumble. A dark shadow passed overhead, and Bubbles looked up to see a big, hungry shark circling above. Bubbles knew they had to act fast. He whispered to Tilly, "Follow me." He led her to a narrow crevice in the reef, just big enough for the two of them to squeeze through. The shark couldn't fit and swam away, frustrated. Tilly and Bubbles were safe, thanks to Bubbles' quick thinking and bravery. From that day on, Bubbles was no longer teased by the other fish. They all knew that even though he was small, he had the heart of a hero. And so, Bubbles continued to explore the reef, always ready to help a friend in need, proving that bravery comes in all sizes.